Good morning. Good morning. I'm the Reverend Bran Lennox, proud minister of this congregation. I go by they/them pronouns, and I'm grateful to celebrate together with you all today. Whoever you are, wherever you live, whomever you love, and however you may spend your days, you are welcome at the Unitarian Church of Harrisburg. We invite you to join us for coffee hour following this morning's service, either downstairs in the common room or on Zoom. Let's take this moment now to hold our space here as sacred by silencing our electronic devices and preparing ourselves to become present. Online or in person, we're grateful for this time together. And in that spirit of joy, let's rise together in body or spirit and join in singing our opening hymn. This is number 58, Ring Out Wild Bells. This is a way of reminding ourselves of the symbol of our faith. The flaming chalice is a call to work for justice and liberation, both here in our own community and out in the world. Our chalice lighting words today are from Diana Vandiver. As we light a chalice, a container of air, earth, and fire, this ritual of our faith reminds our subtle and crashing about beings that we are part of a collective, a community of care and connection, courage and questions, scared and sacred together. Today we gather with intention and creativity, releasing what we must, shaping what we will, in a space made possible by generations of community care and the courage of connection. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Reverend Bran. How are you?
Corey, I'm doing all right. I've been wondering about something. I've never celebrated Kwanzaa before, have you?
No, I haven't, but I know a few things about it. Why do you ask?
Well, I have some friends who celebrate Kwanzaa, and recently one of them asked me if we could celebrate it here at UCH. I thought that sounded like a wonderful idea, so that we can all keep learning about each other's traditions.
I like that idea.
Well, this week I learned that in the 1960s, the Unitarian Universalist Association helped support Dr. Maulana Karenga, who created Kwanzaa to celebrate the heritage of African American people.
Wow, did you know that Dr. Karenga graduated from York High just down the road in York, Pennsylvania?
Well, that's really exciting. I've heard about families lighting the Kinara with black, red, and green candles.
Well, I brought a story today that will teach us more about the candles and other symbols of Kwanzaa.
That's wonderful. There's one other thing that I know about Kwanzaa already. When my friends celebrate Kwanzaa, they greet each other by saying, Hibari Gani.
Hibari Gani? What does that mean?
It sort of means, what's up? And you answer with whichever of the principles of Kwanzaa you're celebrating that day.
Oh, so Reverend Bran, Hibari Gani.
Ujima. Today's principle, Ujima, means collective work and responsibility.
That might be hard to remember.
Well, Mary Sebastian has a song about Ujima, which might help us learn.
All right, so I'm going to need all your help with this song. There's not a lot of us today, but I believe in your ability to sing very, very loud. All right, so yes, this song is called Ujima, Collective Work and Responsibility. And the lyrics are up there, so it makes it really easy, and I would like you to sing after me. You ready? Oh, let us work together.
Oh, let us work together.
Perfect. Oh, let us help each other.
Oh, let us help each other.
Ujima, let us work together. To make better our community.
To make better our community.
We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility.
We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility.
Perfect. You did awesome. Let's put this all together from the beginning. Oh, let us work together. Oh, let us help each other. Oh, let us work together. Oh, let us help each other. Ujima, let us work together to make better our community. We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility. Ujima, let us work together to make better our community. We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility. Back to the beginning. Oh, let us work together. Oh, let us help each other. Oh, let us work together. Oh, let us work together. Ujima, let us work together to make better our community. We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility. responsibility. Ujima, let us work together to make better our community. We can solve our problems with collective work and responsibility. Keep going. Oh, we would be one as now we join in singing our hymn of love to pledge ourselves anew to that high cause of great self-understanding of who we are and what in us is true. We would be one in living for each other to show to all a new community. Awesome! Give yourself a round of applause.
You know, Ujima sounds a lot like what we've promised each other in our congregation's covenant. One of our promises is to help each other and work together to make our community better and stronger. Let's read our covenant together now, and I want to make sure we read it at an inclusive pace so that even our newer readers can join in. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is our gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Good morning. So we have all kinds of crafts for people of all ages. I do challenge you with this little Kwanzaa maze. I have somebody working on this, and then afterwards we'll check in to see how they did. And then for the little ones, I also have color the Canaro candles along with a worksheet of what each one of those means. In addition, you can make your own Canara, so you can color that and cut it out. And then lastly, this fun project. I love making these mats, and some of you just might want to try it out for old time's sake. So now, let me begin our story. Together for Kwanzaa by Juwanda Ford. It was the first day of Kwanzaa, and Kayla was sad. Her big brother, Kari, could not come home for the holidays because a heavy snowstorm had closed all the roads around his school. Kayla always missed Kari while he was away, and this was worse than ever. Now they would have to start Kwanzaa without him. Kwanzaa was Kayla's favorite time of year. She loved celebrating her African heritage and doing special things with her family. But how could she enjoy Kwanzaa this year if Kari wasn't a part of it? Kayla tried to cheer up after dressing in colorful African clothing. She began to set the Kwanzaa table. She placed down her straw woven mat, and on top of the mat she placed a Kwanzaa candle holder. The candle holder holds 7 candles, one for each night of Kwanzaa, a black candle in the middle, and then 3 red candles on the left, and 3 green candles on the right. The colors stand for different things. Black for the African American people, red for their struggles, and green for hope and for good fortune. Each night, of Kwanzaa, families light candles and celebrate one of the 7 Kwanzaa principles, which are ideas to help people to be strong. The principles help to guide them through Kwanzaa, but are practiced all year long. There is a different principle for each day of Kwanzaa. At this time of year, Kayla and Kari would say, "What is happening today?" Kayla would answer with the Kwanzaa principle for that day. Kayla sighed, which it just wouldn't be the same without Kari there tonight. Kayla's parents helped her place the fruits and vegetables on the straw mat. The fruits and vegetables represent the harvest and the importance of working together. When the table was ready, Kayla's mother helped her light the black candle. Kayla knew that they would light a red candle the second night and a green one the next night, and so on, until all the candles were burning on the last night. Since Kari was not there, Kayla's father greeted her. Kayla answered with the first principle of Kwanzaa. Umanjo, which means unity, she said. Kayla's father poured a few drops of water from the unity cup to remember and honor their ancestors. At Kwanzaa, everyone drinks from the unity cup to celebrate family and community unity. Kayla and her family practice unity all year by spending time together as a family. They especially loved family movie night because they would rent movies and eat pizza and popcorn all night long. The next night, Kayla's father lit the black candle and the first red candle. He said, "Kuji cha guli ya." That's a harder one, which is the second principle. It means self-determination or deciding what you want to be and do. On the third night, the phone rang just as Kayla was lighting the first green candle. It was Kari. "What is happening today?" Kari said. "Ujima," Kayla answered. "It's the third principle of Kwanzaa. It means working together and being responsible." Kayla and her family practice this principle during the year by participating in her school's bake sale. Teachers, parents, and students all work together to raise money for the community. A black candle, 1 green candle, 2 red candles were lit on the 4th night. Kayla was really happy tonight as the roads were cleared and Kari was on his way home. The principle for the 4th night of Kwanzaa is Ujamaa, which means cooperative economics or supporting African American businesses. Kayla and her parents loved shopping in Tubman Square, where African Americans sold handmade jewelry, hats, and clothes. The phone rang. Kayla ran to answer it. "Hi, Kari, are you almost home?" she asked. Kari explained that his car had broken down on the way, of course. Kari explained that his car had broken down on the way and that it would take a few days to fix. Kayla burst into tears. There were only 3 days of Kwanzaa left. Kari would be missing everything. "Don't cry, sweetie," Kari said. "I'll see you real soon, I promise." On the 5th night, Kayla's mother lit the candles. Today's principle was Nia, or purpose. Kayla decided that her purpose was to be the best little sister that she could be. So she made Kari a special Kwanzaa scrapbook, telling him all about how the family celebrated this year. Kuumba, or creativity, is the principle for the 6th day of Kwanzaa. After the last red candle was lit, Kayla and her parents made lots of decorations for Kurama. That night, the Kuruma is a feast where families celebrate with friends and loved ones. Kayla made a flag using the Kwanzaa colors. It was black, red, and green, just like the candles in the Kwanzaa candle holder. Soon, there was a knock at the door, and Kayla ran to answer it. "Kari," she yelled as she opened the door wide. No, not Kari, but Grandma and Grandpa are here. Kayla was glad to see her grandparents, but she couldn't help being a bit disappointed that Kari had still not arrived. She kept hoping that somehow he'd come home before Kwanzaa was over. There were many knocks on the doors from friends and family. It was hard to be sad with so many people around. Everyone was enjoying the karuma, where there was so much food, and they had to have a separate table just for the desserts. No one heard Kari at the front door, so he just walked right in. Kayla squealed with delight when she saw him. "You made it," Kayla said, smiling. "I took a taxi to a bus," he answered, "just to see you." Kayla hugged Kari as tight as she could. "Imani," Carrie whispered on the last night of Kwanzaa. "Tonight all the candles glow brightly." Imani means faith, believing in yourself and others. "I believe in our family," Kayla said as they opened their gifts. Kayla knew that Kwanzaa gifts should be handmade or educational. She gave everyone a photo of the family and a frame that she had made from old newspapers. Everyone loved their gifts, especially Kari.
We're going to be singing a song now in Zulu. This song, Tula Klizeo, was written by Joseph Shabalala on a trip to New York City in 1988. He was missing his home in South Africa, and with apartheid still in effect, he did not know if he would ever be allowed to return. He said, "Be still, my heart. Even here I am at home." So let's practice the words to this song together. So repeat after me. Tula Klizeo. Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Hekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Great, let's sing. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Tula Klizeo Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Ekaya Nala Pasekaya. Be still, my heart, even here I am home. Let's join in the spirit of prayer. These words come from a Yoruba meditation which is typically explored on the final day of Kwanzaa, January 1st. It invites consideration of the questions, who am I? Am I really who I say I am? And am I all I ought to be? Let us not engage the world hurriedly. Let us not grasp at the rope of wealth impatiently. That which should be treated with mature judgment, let us not deal with in a state of anger. When we arrive at a cool place, let us rest fully. Let us give continuous attention to the future, and let us give deep consideration to the consequences of things. And this because of our eventual passing. And in affirmation we say, Ashe. Now is the time when we engage as a community in the sharing of our joys and sorrows, our concerns and our milestones. When we join together to hold each other in support and in celebration, we deepen our sense of interrelationship. We may find our sorrows eased and our joys magnified. I invite you to share them now through writing them on a slip of paper at the back of the room or typing them in the virtual chat. Please indicate whether your message is okay to share out loud. And this morning we're going to do this a little bit differently. If you are an astute observer, you'll notice that our usual setup is a little different at the front of the room. Instead of placing stones into the water of community, we're going to be doing a Lego communion. So as you come down the center aisle and return to your seats by the side aisles, I'll be handing you a Lego. And your job is to add it to our Lego tower, our Lego construction, whatever we create together here on the Lego mat at the front of the room. When we bring ourselves into this space with all the joys and sorrows that make us human, we are building our community in a real and tangible way. Spoken or unspoken, our hearts join with yours in carrying all that life brings. place a final Lego this morning in honor of those who are building along with us in spirit but not in body today. And at the end of the service, I would invite you to come forward and take a look at what we've created together. Wow. We have many joys and sorrows from our community this morning. Ann Stillwater shares with permission that our member Katie Scheib, who is about to be sworn in as a new Lower Paxton Township supervisor, had a hip replacement on December 18th. She is home and grateful to be feeling and moving pretty well. Cordell shares, Larry Byer may have relief soon from the sharp pain in his right thigh, thanks to UCH member Paul Haydet. Seen a Hershey neurosurgeon, an epidural during Christmas week, and lumbar spine surgery in 2026. Each week we promise to help one another. Thank you to all who are helping Larry and helping with our move to Bethany Village. Our friend Wenji shares, it is my joy today to be with you, and my family and I are in good health. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Wenji. Karen Sykes offers, our granddaughter Brianna Liz Hayes will be the female actor for her school's musical in the spring. Congratulations. Libby Tisdale says, my new grandson Augie spent 2 weeks in the NICU, but he came home on Christmas Eve. What a great present. And he's gained a whole pound. It's wonderful news. Angie Ingram shares, in 10 days, I will celebrate 10 years sober. Whew. Go, Angie. Abena Walker shares, Habari Gani, Ujima. Thank you, UCH, for celebrating Kwanzaa. I'm so very proud of the effort to celebrate my cultural heritage. Tim Burke says, I am thankful for Wendy Shaver for introducing me to this wonderful faith community. Bridget shares, sorrow for my family whom I won't be with this holiday, particularly regarding my uncle who just had another stroke, and my uncle who is homeless and facing legal trouble. And Amy Firestein also sends her love. She regrets that she couldn't be here today as she is continuing to deal with her family having been in a serious car accident a few weeks ago. Her mother has recently been transferred to a rehab facility and is making strides. And her father is still in the ICU, but he is continuing again to improve and to heal. So we send lots of love to Amy and to her whole family as they continue to navigate this difficult time. Let's see, I need to sit down. So there is a word that has been big for the past few years when we talk about issues like justice and prejudice. And this word has kind of been stressing people out. Lots of people seem to be confused as to what it means and how the idea behind it reflects on them. Does anybody know which word I'm talking about? It starts with the letter P. Any guesses? Yeah. Privilege, thank you. That's exactly it. Now, if the word privilege makes you feel tense, let's go ahead and take a deep breath together and let it out nice and slowly. If guilt, shame, anger, or uncertainty are feelings that come up for you when you hear that word, don't worry. Because this morning, we're not preaching the gospel of guilt. We're preaching the gospel of Legos. Privilege is like if society gave each of us a certain amount of different kinds of Legos, depending on arbitrary things about you. If your family had a lot of money when you were born, boom, bagfuls of Legos. If your family didn't have much money, maybe you get one pair of Lego guy pants. White people get Legos for being white, people of other races don't. Men and boys get Legos for being men, people of other genders don't. People with disabilities are passed by when they give out the Legos for those with various abilities. And it's not a matter of points and comparing who has more and who has less. The people with the most Legos are not getting into trouble here. But we're always working together, all of us, on a variety of Lego projects. And the people with lots of Legos get a lot of power to choose which projects get more Legos added to them. And this is the tricky part. Some Lego projects are made in a way that hurts people, and others are made to try to help people. When you are choosing which projects get your bricks, whether you'd like to believe it or not, where you put your Legos can make a big difference. And sometimes when we're first made aware of how many more Legos we might have than others, then we feel ashamed. And we try to hide our Legos and pretend that we don't have any. The problem is that this doesn't help anybody. Keeping your Legos to yourself, you still have the same number, and you're missing opportunities to put them into projects that need them. The goal is not for Legos to stop existing, it's for everyone to have access to their fair share. A similar thing can happen when we realize our Lego pile is way smaller than other people's. It can make us want to keep our Legos to ourselves out of fear of losing them, and we might say, well, let the people with more than me use theirs first. And this is understandable, but it also means that Lego buildings for people with fewer Legos rarely get built. So once we each become aware of our own Lego pile and we choose to begin adding our bricks to the projects that need them, we have to practice teamwork and listening. For those with lots, we might immediately start adding bricks to a tower wherever we think looks best. However, the people who have been working with very few materials for a long time have a lot of experience figuring out what works best for their project. They already have an idea of where they want the next bricks to go. So instead of jumping ahead and adding your contributions, we usually need to pause and ask, what's most helpful to you? Here in a community like this one, we have the opportunity to pool some of our Legos together and decide what to build democratically. Doing this allows us to create something we could never have done before, but we have to be really community-minded when we do this. If we say those who contribute the most Legos get to make the most decisions, then it only really makes sense for those with lots to participate. Plus, everyone has different types of Legos. Good luck building your whole project with only 2 by 3 bricks. When we break it down into Legos, privilege is maybe a little easier to comprehend. It's a very complicated topic which we could spend a whole lot more time adding nuance to, but for now the important thing to pay attention to is these points. None of us choose what kinds of privilege we get. Ignoring it isn't helpful. Each person has the power to use their forms of privilege to either help or hurt others. Taking responsibility for your privilege is part of living a good life. And when we work collectively, we make a bigger difference. Now, what does this look like in real life? The easy and obvious form that privilege takes in the real world is money, but that's not the only way it shows up. When someone's being bullied, and you are someone the bullies are more likely to respect, if you speak up for that person, you are using your privilege for good. When you're a boss and you get to choose who your company hires, that's an opportunity to use your privilege to help a qualified candidate get a job who might otherwise be turned away because of bias. And we can get more complicated with it too. I'm queer and I have ADHD. Nobody necessarily needs to know these things about me, but I can use the Legos I got for being white and educated to talk about these identities and help get more respect for other queer and neurodivergent people who are marginalized in other ways. Also, sometimes using your privilege for good means choosing to step back, get out of the spotlight, and be quiet. When somebody's story isn't being heard, we can use our privilege to hand them the microphone and make sure that more people listen. Instead of speaking for them, we can make space for them to share. A big thing we can all do to be prepared to use our Legos wisely is to learn more about the types of people who don't have as much as us. I strongly suggest using the internet less for this, and instead go to the library and read real books about it. There are books for all ages about social justice, collective liberation, and societal oppression, books written by the people who are most affected by these issues and who've been doing thinking for many, many decades about what to do about it. Just make sure that you read carefully. Ask yourself, what perspective is the author coming from? What are their goals? What are their sources and credentials? While the internet is way worse about this, there are also plenty of published books which are full of biased or made-up information. With books, however, it tends to be a little easier to double-check. As Unitarian Universalists, we believe in 6 values centered in love. These values are justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. Talking about privilege is one of the many ways we prepare ourselves to put these values into practice. It can help us act from a place of understanding, and it can drive our feelings of shame, drive them out with the power of curiosity and dedication. The practices of ujima, collective work and responsibility, fit right in with how we live our values. And sharing in the traditions of Kwanzaa, as we've been invited to do today, offers us the chance to understand our personal values from yet another spiritual practice. We may not know what is coming next, but we can use these values, traditions, and perspectives to guide us as we create our own future. May we continue to learn from one another as we build together.
Hey, good morning. All right, good morning. My name is Sharon Vaughn, and I serve on the UCH Board of Trustees. I'm here to represent the important labor and leadership that our members offer to keep this congregation thriving. The Unitarian Church of Harrisburg is, as always, an intentionally gathered congregation of free-thinking, loving people. The church is created, sustained, and supported by us. Each week, we take up an offering where we ask each other to share money to support the church. We also use half this money to help a charity, which is doing important work to improve the world. This month, we're sharing with the Susquehanna Harbor Safe Haven. SHSH is a residential facility offering support and stable housing to chronically unhoused men. The program offers long-term housing within a supportive community and programming aimed at enabling future independence for up to 25 formerly unhoused men in Dauphin County. In just a moment, the greeters will start passing offering plates around. You can put cash or checks in the plate when it comes by. You can also donate online by scanning the QR code on the back of your order of service or by visiting UCHBG.org and scroll to the bottom of the page for options. Your financial support and commitment matter. Please consider giving what you are able.
Prayer Among Friends by John Daniel. Among other wonders of our lives, we are alive with one another. We live here in the light of this unlikely world that isn't ours for long. May we spend generously the time we are given. May we enact our responsibilities as thoroughly as we enjoy our pleasures. May we see with clarity. May we seek a vision that serves all beings. May we honor the mystery surpassing our sight. And may we hold in our hands the gift of good work and bear it forth whole, as we were born forth by a power we praise to this one earth, this homeland of all we love.
Let's rise and join in singing.
We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. Hate and greed and jealousy. We are working to be free. We can feed our every need. We can feed our every need. We can feed our every need. Start with love that is the seed. We can feed our every need. Peace and freedom is our right. Peace and freedom is our pride. Peace and freedom is our pride. Without these, the world will die. Peace and freedom is our pride.
These benediction words come from an Ashanti King's Harvest Festival prayer as offered by Dr. Malana Karenga. The edges of the year have met. I pray for the life of the people. May the nation prosper. May the children be many. May food come forth in abundance. May no illness come. May the people grow to become elders, and may no misfortune fall upon the land. Thank you.
time to do it.